सो लेडीज एंड जेंटलमैन, अभी तक मैंने सुना था बस लव एट फर्स्ट साइट के बारे में. नाउ डेज आई एम एक्सपीरियंसिंग इट, एंड दिस टाइम इट्स मी हु फेल इन लव with one of my friend, and the reasons are he is very composed, he is very hard working, and I can say he is the less understood guy in the entire fraternity of teaching. आज के ज़माने में जहाँ लोग काम करते हैं दिखाने के लिए, अपने सीनियर्स के नज़र में आने के लिए, ही इज़ द वन जो काम करते हैं क्योंकि उन्हें काम करना अच्छा लगता है और लोगों की नज़रों में आने की ज़रूरत ही महसूस नहीं होती है उनको. So today in this talk show, as a host of this talk show, I Qadir Ali, the name of this talk show is Unnaked Truth, a story of becoming a teacher, chapter 2, powered by the Priyada Association and guided by Macrovision Academy. मैं आप सब की बात कराने वाला हूँ और मैं खुद भी बात करने वाला हूँ मेरे बहुत ही क्लोज फ्रेंड से, जिसका नाम है सुदेश. तो चलिए सबसे पहले वेलकम करते हैं सुदेश सर का. वेलकम यू मैन इन दिस शो.
Thanks a lot.
And
thanks a lot for having me in your show, right? And this was one of the best introductions ever I had.
you are like that only.
Thank you so much.
Sudish sir, let us know about yourself in brief.
Of course. See, actually, I am right now staying in Madhya Pradesh in Burhanpur, but I am basically from Kerala. I was born and brought up in Kerala. I studied till my intermediate from Kerala. Then later on, I moved towards north part of India. I went to Allahabad for my graduation. Initially, I started working there as a teacher, and then I worked there around 11 years. Afterwards, I came to Madhya Pradesh, and then since 2017 I have been staying in Madhya Pradesh.
It's good. अच्छा, ये वीडियो जब अपलोड होगी मेरे बच्चे जब देखेंगे, इनफैक्ट आपके भी बच्चे और बच्चे मीन्स हमारे वो बच्चे नहीं जिनको हमने इस दुनिया में एक्चुअली लेके आए, वो बच्चे नहीं, हमारे स्कूल के बच्चे, उनको ये लगेगा कि कादिर सर यहाँ भी इंट्रोडक्शन लेना शुरू कर चुके हैं. जैसा मैं इंट्रोडक्शन लेता हूँ इस पार्ट्स पे. मेरे को तो पर्सनली पहले आपके पर्सनल लाइफ के बारे में थोड़ी सी इन्फॉर्मेशन जाननी है. हाउ यू ट्रेवल्ड फ्रॉम साउथ इंडिया टू नॉर्थ इंडिया, क्या क्या स्ट्रगल्स रहे आपके लाइफ में, हाउ you settled it down?
It's a normal question I always face with anyone. So if anyone who asks me where do you from, so I just reply that I am from Kerala. So then they get shocked, like how you came all the way from Kerala to here.
Exactly.
Yes. So I wanted to say it is just because of my mother.
Oh.
And the reason is like I was a very shy guy, very introvert kind of a person. So my mother really wanted me to send me out of the house or out of Kerala. I was actually pampered there. I was having a very good life. Nothing to worry about when your parents are near with you, right? Nearby you, so you no need to worry about. At the same time, she felt somewhere I was irresponsible towards like the family. So she wanted me to teach responsibility and the value of money, and also she wanted to change my character as a person. So she wanted to send me out. So then she had a discussion with one of our church members.
Okay.
In Kerala.
Okay.
So he suggested my mother to send me to Allahabad.
Okay.
So that's how I went to Allahabad for studies. So normally people consider South is good place for studies, but in my case I did my graduation in Allahabad.
Okay.
So there actually my life got changed. The purpose actually why my mother sent me, I think I could accomplish somewhat. Now she feels like proud about me. Like,
ओके सी
so
ये
that's
वैसे
how I
तो-
reached Allahabad.
ओके
Yeah.
ये तो कहा ही जाता है कि मदर्स आर द रीजन वो सारी चीज़ों के रीजन होती है यू नो आई हर्ड अबाउट योर स्ट्रगल डेज इन इलाहाबाद सो कुड यू एक्सप्लेन अ लिटिल बिट अबाउट दैट
Yeah, see, initially, actually, it was not very easy for me because 48 hours journey by train and reaching to a land I was not at all familiar with. Culture, language, food, everything was different.
Exactly.
Right? I was not habituated to any of these. So initially, I had a struggle in a sense. I understood why my mother wanted to send me there. So I should not be, there. I should not be there in such a place where everything would be easily available for me. So I wanted to earn for myself. I wanted to meet my needs by myself. So first, what happened? Like I went there because there was a gentleman. His name is Dr. Joseph. He's a medical doctor by profession, but also he does some charity work there. So he was running a mess in a sense, like for students. He was running a cafeteria kind. So he told me to work there.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so I was working there. Means initially he told me like you just take care of the children, those who come, you mark their absent, present, and then whatever the needs are there for running a mess. So you provide some materials, ingredients, and you have to purchase. So this was, I thought, okay, it's okay, simple job, I could have managed. But the truth was like sometimes the cook, he would not come. He would be on leave. So then I had to cook.
So you were the one who used to cook for that
Yeah,
charity work.
yes,
Okay.
exactly. Not always, but sometimes like he would go for some festivals would be there, or he was an old man, so sometimes he was ill. So then around 40 students used to come and have food. So morning till night we have to provide 3 meals. So I was doing that all. So initially it was very tough for me because I was in at my home, well protected, everything was provided by my mother. But suddenly I came here, I had to cook that too, for 40 people.
And you had to take care of that 40 people, right?
Oh, yeah, of course. See, the thing was, if anything goes wrong, students would come and complain. So, and then they would even shout at you. So that kind of things, like when they would speak, I was not understanding what they used to speak.
सुन के ये स्टोरी लग रही है और स्टोरी काइंड की है भी है, मजा आ रहा है इसको सुन के, लेकिन जिसको बोलते हैं इंग्लिश हिंदी में संघर्ष, that was there in your life.
See, of course I would, it was kind of a suffering, but I won't tell, like when I look at back now and see, it was not a suffering at all because I was learning.
Exactly.
That's how I got into this language even. English and Hindi, these two languages.
Yes.
It was just a foreign language. But when I landed up there, I got to know. I picked up.
See, have you ever gone through that situation? Many times people say, you are from South India and you are from North India, kind of things there in Allahabad.
Of course not, because by look I was looking like a North Indian. I didn't. No. See, no. Usually people are like stereotype. They think South Indians means they are black.
Kind of things.
So I was bit fair, so I didn't get that kind of a treatment from anyone.
Many times people say about me, I am from Manipur and I am from North.
Yes, same.
Northeastern, you know.
Of course, by look people make a judgment.
Exactly.
So by look wise, I was fine.
Okay.
Okay, but when I started speaking, the first question was, where are you from? So I always face that. So, but people, I didn't face that kind of any bad experience.
Okay. That's good.
They love if you are too good, and they people also would behave well with you. So I never experienced any kind of
That is good.
misbehave from anyone.
See, I have seen you very composed. I mean, you know, we started teaching together in wherever we are. It's been around 2 years, and we have. I have seen you very composed. So you are professionally composed. You are pretending to be like that, or you are actually like that?
I don't know, really. People say that I'm very cool.
Okay.
But when I go into the classroom, I think children say that I'm very serious person. I don't even smile. So when I smile, they all smile.
That is the thing.
They laugh.
And being a teacher, this is the biggest responsibility. You have to smile, but in a proper way.
So I think my character is somewhat. I'm the same everywhere. How I'm so composed like this, I don't know. It's maybe God's gift.
You are. Yeah. See, I have to talk about something a little bit different. As we are talking about the story of becoming a good teacher or becoming a teacher. But I'm going a little bit off from this topic. As you are, am I saying you are very composed and you are handsome, and as you are now. If I talk about 10 साल पहले की बात करूँ मैं, तो और भी See, is there anything in your life that, kind of, you can say love affairs kind of thing?
Well, see, I did not go into that kind of, experience because, see, I was in Allahabad and I knew my family's condition. And another thing, in my mind always it was this, that I should complete my graduation as early as possible and I should start work for my family. That was the only aim I had. So, and not only that, and I was bit in religious path. So I was away from all this. Yes.
इसलिए मैं कहता हूँ ये बहुत composed है. See, I started this topic, to get some kind of masala, right?
Yeah, I understand.
The way you are answering this question, you have changed the entire meaning
No,
of this
it's not
question.
really. See, first of all, the thing is, language issue was there. And I don't know how to approach a girl even. I said my character was very shy. I am very introvert.
Okay.
So I would not go and talk to anyone. And nobody till this date, ever felt that I am a right person to talk.
Oh.
So nobody has come and offered such.
One of the greatest person I have ever met, Anand Prakash sir. Anand Prakash talks. He says कि प्यार की कोई भाषा नहीं होती है.
Of course. Yes. See, sometimes you like someone by their look, but see, that is what I was in a right path. I would say, you should not only go after the look, you should also go after their character. So I think I got a life partner.
That's good.
So
And she's very beautiful.
I don't know. Of course, she is beautiful, and
Don't say this. Don't say this.
No. I in world's perspective, I don't know.
Okay.
But in my perspective, of course, she is beautiful. That's why I got married with her. Right?
I respect your perspective about ma'am. And Sri, let me ask one question. If I talk about being a teacher, when did you decide? When did you realize that you have to go in this field? And what was the purpose behind? Only you had to earn your bread and butter, that was the purpose, or anything else?
See, one thing what I want to tell you to answer your question is like, we plan many things, but that never happens in our life, right? I wanted to be a writer rather than a teacher.
Okay.
But I wanted to do it in my own language, Malayalam. I was very good at Malayalam. But the thing is, I could never go for, in that line.
Okay.
I mean, I couldn't study my own language. Then I came to Allahabad, and I had to go with other subject. So that's how I picked up English, and I became an English teacher. So the thing is, initially I started, see, I already told you that I wanted to support somehow my family.
Of course.
But while studying time, I did not want to, give them a trouble. For my support, initially I worked in that mess, but after 1 year I quit because that was too much burdensome for me. So then for my living, I had to find something. So I started taking tuitions. So while teaching, I understood I have some quality, in teaching line, so I can go in teaching line. So at this I continued. So in 11 years, out of 11 years, probably my 9 to 10 years I lived by taking tuitions. Yes.
Oh.
So I was going house to house teaching children, and that's how I picked up the language as well as the subject knowledge, and then I became a teacher.
And that's, I mean, really a
I don't know, many practice this, many worked in coaching centers and they became a teacher. In fact, Anand sir started like that, and
see, the way I know him now, you are, and as you are saying about your story, that you were the part of, you are there, you were there actually. So it's a totally different,
In what sense? Like
you are, as I say, you are very composed, and the way you struggled in your early days.
No, see, people look after looking at me, they always ask, are you going through some sort of
that's why I'm about to ask.
Are you going through any kind of sufferings? It is visible on my face, I feel. I don't think I'm very composed. Always I look tensed. This is what people gave me comments. I don't know, but of course I don't try to share. I try to keep it with me.
Okay.
People who are very close, only they actually knew what I struggled. In fact, I didn't share all these things with my parents. And then other people who came to Allahabad and visited, the church members, when they went and they shared, even I was very thin, very lean person. Sometimes I didn't have enough money to have food. So then I used to take tea morning and evening.
Okay.
Many days I passed like that. Yeah. So of course, but I wanted to learn all these struggles in my life. I wanted to come out of those cocoon, like you have a very protected
layer,
everything is provided. So but when you start your own way to earn, then you understand the real value of money.
Actually, जिस पीरियड से, जिस टाइम से आप गुजरे हो, दैट एक्चुअली फील होता है जब आपके करीब हो, आपको समझो कि चीज़ें कैसी चल रही है. ओके, सी आई हैव टू टॉक अबाउट द अनदर पर्सपेक्टिव. देयर आर टू पर्सपेक्टिव व्हिच इज गोइंग ऑन. वन ऑफ आवर फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, सिलोरिया सर, ही टोल्ड वंस कि टीचर बनना आसान नहीं है, बहुत मुश्किल है. कि आज जो आप पढ़ रहे हो वो कल याद रखना है, अगले दिन भी याद रखना है, और इस तरीके से याद रखना है कि आप बच्चों को समझा पाओ.
Of
So
course.
that was the one of the toughest, you know. And there is another perspective कि टीचर तो कोई भी बन जाता है जिसने कुछ करना चाहा, कोई प्राइमरी एम था, वो उसको कंप्लीट नहीं कर पाता है, तब वो टीचर बन जाता है. व्हाट्स योर टेक ऑन दिस? आई मीन, टू डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव इज देयर.
I would go with what Siloris said. Because it's not everybody's cup of tea. It's not that you are good at language, you can be a teacher. It's not that your subject knowledge, you can be a teacher. It's more about your passion. It's more about how you deliver the content. You have to handle at least 40 to 50 children in a classroom. You have to manage them, and then you have to deliver your lecture. It's not very easy. People think it's so easy.
It's so
What is
easy.
there? Like you go and simply stand and teach, but it's not like that.
I'll let you know a story. You know, मैं लास्ट टाइम घर गया था और एक मेरे पड़ोसी हैं, डॉक्टर हैं, वो स्कूटर डॉक्टर होते हैं हमारे यहाँ, वो स्कूटर डॉक्टर है,
okay.
तो उसका बच्चा मेरे बराबर का है. यानी ही आस्क्ड मी कि कादिर व्हाट आर यू डूइंग नाउ? सो आई टोल्ड हिम कि मैं एक टीचर हूँ. कहाँ? स्कूल में. किस स्कूल में? बोला है एक स्कूल, सरकारी है. मैं कहा नहीं, प्राइवेट है. मैं कहा यस प्राइवेट स्कूल. मेरा बेटा तो इंजीनियर है. एंड यू नो द वे ही gave this statement, you know, they were actually try to mocking me out, right?
Okay.
मेरे दिमाग में एक चीज थी कि तेरा बच्चा, गाजियाबाद के आसपास बहुत सारे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज है, नाम नहीं लेना चाह रहा मैं, बड़े सारे कॉलेज है, हर साल 3 लाख 4 लाख इंजीनियर निकालते हैं. तेरा बच्चा 25,000 रुपये महीने कमा रहा है, अपनी जिंदगी नहीं संभाल पा रहा है. मैं टीचर हूँ, प्रोबेबली उससे हेल्दी अर्निंग कर रहा हूँ. 2000 स्टूडेंट्स की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कंधों पर है मेरे को क्या बोलना है, क्या पढ़ाना है, बच्चों के बीच में रहना है, कैसे, मतलब थ्रू आउट द डे यू कैन से इन 365 डेज.
Yes.
टॉक अबाउट ये, तो मेरे को रहना पड़ता है उस कंडीशन में. सो आई कैन से कि नहीं, ये इतना आसान नहीं जितना आसान लोग समझ रहे हैं.
Yeah, that is what. See, in fact, I have seen how you teach in the classroom and how children are like affectionate towards you, right? So that is one quality a teacher will have. Children will be, attracted towards that person in some way. So that I feel that is very important.
एग्जैक्टली. और सिर्फ सब्जेक्ट में अच्छा होना आई डोंट थिंक इट मैटर्स. उसके साथ और कई सारी चीज़ें हैं जो साथ साथ चलती है एक टीचर्स के.
Exactly.
यू नो, सो इट्स लिटिल बिट आई कैन से इन देयर लैंग्वेज जो ये कहते हैं कि कोई भी टीचर बन जाता है.
Now, another thing is also, see, why I'm saying everybody cannot be a teacher. Teacher is not a person who only teaches from the book. His life is also somewhat, it inspiring the students. So I could see many people who say or claim themselves as teachers, but their morality, if you go after, it is very bad. It's a very bad example what we see in these days in the newspapers, such news. So we can't say that they are real teachers.
तो फिर अदर जो जॉब्स हैं आज के सोसाइटी में जो ज़्यादा प्रेस्टिजियस कंसीडर किए जा रहे हैं, लाइक उससे एक टीचिंग के जॉब को कैसे डिफरेंट देखते हो आप? हाउ दे आर डिफरेंट?
See, the other job, every job has its own value. I won't say that what do you say, some jobs are superior, some jobs are inferior, and this kind of mentality mindset we Indians have. That's why if a person is a doctor and engineer, normally the mindset changes, the people's mindset changes immediately. But according to me, every job is equal. It has its own value. But when you compare teaching with others, teaching, it makes a person's life. It is not only teaching the person how to earn, how to live.
Exactly.
So this is something no other job teaches. So that is why teaching is quite different from other jobs.
Exactly.
It changes the person's life. He takes a decision, he gets knowledge, he on the basis of the knowledge he decides his path, and that makes his life forever. Whatever he would become later in his life, because of the teachers who played an impact role in his
Yeah,
life.
like we can talk about the Anand sir, you know.
Of course.
At this age, sorry, एज की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं, still at this age he is around 54-55 still every day. मैं जब स्कूल आ रहा होता हूँ 6:45 के आसपास, every day मैं उनको देखता हूँ तैयार होकर एकदम प्रॉपर टाइम पे, शेड्यूल्ड, वेल मेंटेन्ड
Of course,
पहुँच रहे होते हैं.
such people are living examples.
They are making,
There
you
are
know,
legends like that. So of course.
See, already मैंने काफ़ी टाइम ले लिया, so I mean at the end I'm just asking you, see, nowadays religious propaganda is you know, is on high properly.
Of course.
And being a teacher we have to understand कि जब अपन बच्चों के बीच में पहुंचते हैं तो हम किसी धर्म के नहीं है, क्योंकि हमारी आवाज़ सबकी तरफ बराबर पहुंच रही है. कई सारे टीचर्स ऐसे मिलते हैं जो इन्फ्लुएंस करते हैं बच्चों को कि यू आर हिंदू एंड यू आर मुस्लिम एंड यू आर लाइक दिस, यू आर लाइक दैट. See, what's your take on this?
See, of course, we should keep aside religion, at least in the premise of school. We should enlighten the students with the wisdom and knowledge, and they will have their own decision to decide which path I should follow, right? So teacher plays an important role to teach them the right path. Let them decide which path they should go with. So I would say, like, in these days we could see often like religious, you know, propaganda is going on.
Exactly.
So that should be avoided in the school premises.
Still in school premises.
Of course, because secularism, the thought that should be, you know, inculcated in the minds of the children. We should ask them to respect all the religion, and that is, in fact, in schools we have festivals and we have holidays, and we celebrate all the festivals, and we also have holidays for Deepavali, holidays for you know, Eid, holidays
exactly.
for Christmas, and for other functions as well. So that shows that we respect every culture. We, you know, we respect everyone's faith. So that should be maintained in the school. That should be taught in the minds of the children. That is more important than.
चले, serious बातें बहुत हो गई. There are 3 to 4 questions.
Okay.
Random question and random answer should be there.
Random answer. Okay, fine.
So you are ready?
Yes, yes.
Okay, your favorite book?
My favorite book is the Bible.
Bible.
Yes.
Okay, favorite person?
Favorite person, of course, Jesus Christ.
Man, you are not only composed, you are very, very logical.
No, I am
Okay,
just.
your best friend?
My best friend, of course, now I would say my wife is my best friend.
I was thinking about
but
myself.
of course,
In front of me, you will say, and you know, at the corner of my mind, I was thinking about Abdullah sir. You will say about he is my
no. See, I have friends. Since my character is very introvert, I very like choose and pick up even the friends.
Okay.
So I have one guy in Sendua right now.
Exactly. You have
Bijoy.
shared, you know.
Bijoy Mardi. He is the one I could say, and now you are there. Finally, you are there.
Because he is very influencing in your life. That has.
What influencing?
Is there anybody?
Is there anyone? Of course, I look at him, the one, you know, whom I said about, Bijoy, his dedication. Of course, I like you very much. The kind of.
Thank you.
No, I mean, it's true, because I see the love of children towards you is different than me. So that is somewhat you are connected to the children. That inspires a lot. Maybe you are being with them and spending a lot of time with the children and trying to know about them. That is something good. It's needed for our profession.
Okay, and then see, अभी जिससे हमने बात करी है वो अभी क्या है लाइफ में, ये इम्पोर्टेंट है, लेकिन उससे ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है वो क्या थे. और टीचर बनना जितनी आसानी से कह देते लोग कि बहुत आसान है, एक्चुअली उतना आसान नहीं है। और मैं इसलिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ कि मैं भी एक टीचर हूँ, ये लिटरली मुश्किल है। आपने जो पढ़ा है उसको लंबे टाइम तक दिमाग में रखना है और आपको कोशिश ऐसी करनी है कि आप पहुँचा पाए जहाँ तक एक्चुअल में आप मैसेज पहुँचाना चाहते हो। तो ठीक है, हर जॉब की अपनी अपनी कंडीशन है, सारे प्रोफेशन है, बट दिस इज समथिंग different. You will have to be updated every time, you know.
Of course.
So then the last word from your side.
Well, I would say thanks again. I never expected that you would take my interview. I am not worthy person to to give my interview. See, people like Anand sir, he is experienced and he has a lot of experiences. So my experiences are very few, but I try to do one thing, like I want to teach English. I'm an English teacher, so I want to teach English through my life.
Okay.
So that's why I try
वो
to
हमने पूरी वीडियोस में देख ली है, मैंने पूरी हिंदी बोली है प्रॉपर,
Yes,
there was not a
so-
single word from your
my
side.
Yeah,
in Hindi.
that is some decision I have taken in my life. So
Okay.
which I never.
Okay, so thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a pleasure to have
Thank you.
Yeah.